Hi guys, this is Richie Mohoro. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Guys, this is a channel that will be talking about lifestyle. We'll be doing much of traveling, and beside that we'll also doing much of African food, that is African cuisine. And beside that we'll be visiting some of the hotels and some of the eateries and food joints so that we get to know what Africans do eat. Beside that we'll be taking very long journeys towards some parts of Africa and also some parts of the world, trying to see what other cultures do. But in the meantime, we're going to start with our African stories. Guys, we'll talk about the most common African story, and that is how we were brought up. Yes, I know many of us have these stories of how we were brought up, or African parenting. Do you know that our mothers and fathers brought us in a way, like I would say that maybe we looked like we were in a military camp? Yes. Nowadays, I see that the children would just respond to their parents in a manner that us, in our early age, we wouldn't do that. If, for example, if your mother calls you and then tells you, you know what, that today you're supposed to go and clean your room. Nowadays, a child has the right to tell the mother that, you know what, I cannot clean my room today because I cleaned it yesterday, so today I'm resting and I can do it tomorrow. But for us, every day you had to do it. We were brought up like, I don't know whether they hated us. I wouldn't say that they hated us because honestly, they loved us. But we were brought up in the most hardship way. We didn't have the right to say that we have our rights. Like nowadays, whereby they have the opportunity to say that they know their rights. We didn't know our rights. Your parent would send you to the shop to buy something, and they would just, what they would do, they would give you like 3 minutes, and you're covering a distance of around 10 kilometers. Guys, you must find your way back within those 3 minutes. But nowadays, when you're sending them, they'll be like, Mom, I don't feel like going. Because if you want to buy sugar, you can go and buy sugar yourself. Ha, Sissy, if you tried that, that was like a death sentence, man. Yani, the way your mother will handle you, you remain asking yourself, is this truly my mom? But anyway, that is how life was. And that is why he managed to grow in a way that you would say we are hardcores. But the best thing I like about this current generation is that they know their rights. I didn't say that we didn't know our rights, but we knew our rights, but we didn't have the opportunity to express what we feel. Because you wouldn't return back or talk back to your parents. They had all the right to say what they needed to say about you, and you didn't have any opportunity to talk back to them. No matter how much you feel mistreated, you had to live with that. But nowadays, well, thanks to Gen Z's, Mamboni, yeah, nowadays you have the right to talk back. And did I tell you that our parents used to blackmail us? Yes, true. They would blackmail us, like, you know what? I gave birth to you. I educated you. I took you to school. I paid your what? And I paid your what? So when you grow up, you had no other opportunity, any other option, but to return back to what they did. That is what we call it black tax. Yes, our parents believed in blackmail. But nowadays, this generation, you cannot blackmail them. One thing they'll tell you is that they did not write an application to you to give back to them. So that is the best thing about this generation.